My All Stars 5 cast prediction is Shake a Leg, Shake Hule, Miss Cracker. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to be doing my cast predictions for All Stars 5. Seriously, and doesn't it feel like we literally just had an All Stars season, All Stars 4, and I started my live reaction videos on YouTube with All Stars 3, so it's all kind of circly moment, but I absolutely love and live for All Stars because we get to see the queens come back, and there's always the drama and shenanigans and everything and rigor and other things which aren't so good. I'm not over it before y'all start being like, are you not over Shangela? Are you not over Manila Luzon? No, but it is what it is, so we will just have to move on from that. And for this video I will be doing my cast predictions for All Stars 5 because rumours are rife and there is so much tea going on and people cancelling gigs, that sort of thing. I want to give my sort of stamp on it with my predictions, and also who I kind of want and think deserves to come back, so it's kind of my opinion as well as sort of rumours, that kind of thing. And we all know that All Stars 5 is very imminent, like they're probably recording this right now and the cast has already been picked, recording, filming, everything, and then it'll probably air in the winter like it did with All Stars 4, kind of like maybe even November, but probably December like last time. But for the record, I will be very pissed off if I upload this video when I'm on holiday because I'm recording it a few weeks in advance and they announce the cast before I get to upload it, because that will be most annoying. So for the record, I'm recording this on Saturday the 29th of June, 2 weeks or so before I actually upload it. So if they announce it before then, I will be pissed, but I don't think so because they kind of announced it in the autumn last time for All Stars 4, a couple of weeks before it aired, so I don't see it happening, girl. And here's my opinions and thoughts and predictions on All Stars 5. Okay. So to begin with, I want to start with the season 11 finale, where a lot of the queens came back for the City That Walk performance on the main stage, and people have been speculating saying they are All Stars 5 queens, whatever, and obviously there's a mixture of queens. So in terms of going backwards from season 10 to season 1, we have Eureka, Mayhem Miller, Blair St. Clair, Monique Hart, and Yuha Hamasaki. So obviously we can scratch Monique straight away because she was already on an All Star season, and that leaves Eureka, Mayhem, Blair and Yuha. Out of all those, based on sort of rumours and general sort of things that are happening in the community, and I feel like most likely would be Blair St. Clair out of any of them. She needs to sort of come back for that redemption, whereas Eureka was top 4. Mayhem Miller could also do that, but I don't see her coming back so soon. She was on the Christmas episode. Yuha also was 3rd out, and I know like Jasmine Masters was 3rd out, that kind of thing, but I don't really see her coming back for an All Stars quite so soon after season 10 because there are a lot of other queens that could come back before her. So out of those queens from season 10, I feel like the most likely one to come back would be Blair St. Clair, and obviously it's good to have them on the finale of the main stage to sort of reimburse yourself with them, to get to know and be like, oh yeah, Blair St. Clair, I want her back for All Stars. So I feel like, yeah, at this point I'm like, yeah, Blair St. Clair is the most likely out of them lot. Moving back to season 9, we have James Mansfield and Kimora Black. They went 1st and 2nd, and I don't see either of them coming back, to be fair. We had 3 season 9 queens on All Stars 4, and y'all should know that season 9 is one of my favourite seasons. It's what I started with and I live and love all of them, but I don't see them bringing many season 9 queens back, and especially not James Mansfield, who went 1st, and Kimora Black, who seems to be doing okay on her YouTube show, so I don't really see her coming back for the moment. Queens from season 7 on the main stage were Mrs. Kasha Davis, Jasmine Masters and Kennedy Davenport. So obviously the only one out of those 3 who hasn't done All Stars is Mrs. Kasha Davis, and I don't really see her doing that either, so Season 5 we had Coco Montrese, and she's also been on All Stars, so thus far we haven't really had any sort of like, oh they're definitely going to be on All Stars because they're on the main stage for the finale. A lot of them are just sort of like well-known queens who were obviously available at the time to do the walk on the finale basically, but so far I feel like definitely Blair. Season 3 we had Venus Delight as Madonna and Raja. Neither of them because Raja's already won, and Venus Delight, I just don't see it. Now we're getting to the good stuff, because we all know that they like to throw back to some of the earlier queens, and like Tatiana, All Stars 2, Morgan McMichaels, All Stars 3. So I do feel like Pandora Boxx was there. Nicole, my name is Nicole Paige Brooks, was there. I was gagged. I was like, what? Nicole, hello? Like, yeah, she literally went second on season 2 and she's obviously been doing stuff. She literally looks exactly the same as she did like 8 years ago. So props to her. And Sonique came back and she was back for the Christmas episode. So I don't really get the vibe that Sonique wants to compete. So I don't really see her coming back. But Pandora Boxx, who was already on an All-Star season, and Nicole Paige Brooks, who hasn't come back since season 2, one of them I think could come back. We shall see. And finally from season 1 we had Ongina on the stage and I was like, okay, well, confirmation that she is on All Stars basically, but you never know because she was rumoured for All Stars 1, All Stars 3, All Stars 4, basically every single time for All Stars, and it just never happened. And I'm like, she hasn't even been on All Stars 1 to then come back again, and it's like even BB Zahara Benet won in her season and Ongina has still not come back, and I feel like she needs to sort of, she's been at DragCon, she's been on the finale main stage, she's done lots of stuff and she is around. I just feel like, can we not just have Ongina back to see what she can do with this new format, because I really loved her on season 1 as well, and I do feel like BB should have won that lip sync with Ongina, but it was still sad to see her go, so I need more Ongina in my life. So obviously with All Stars being imminent, there's a lot of rumours flying about, that kind of thing. So the first main rumour, well, not really a rumour, but basically Shea Coulee from season 9. Shake a leg, Shea Coulee, I feel like will definitely be back for All Stars 5 because she was such an incredible queen on season 9, and they brought back Trinity and she was also top 4, and so I feel like it's Shea's time to shine again. It's been sort of 2, maybe 3 years since season 9 and she's an incredible queen. She's going to turn it out so much. Like, it's just sort of kind of obvious that Shea's going to be back, so for me, I definitely want Shea Coulee back. And I also kind of feel like, yeah, she's the winner. Like, there we go. We don't even need to do All Stars 5 because Shea has already won All Stars 5. The next sort of main rumour is obviously Miss Cracker, who had to cancel her Australian tour because of scheduling conflicts. And for the most part, like, I don't really know the ins and outs of the details. If you want the full sort of details, go to Jake Yonsei's video because I kind of heard that from him and it does have more sort of details, but basically she cancelled her tour, which it's interesting if you see them doing that because you think, oh, they might be recording and filming for All Stars, you never know. I feel like because Miss Cracker is such a fan favourite, she's not really one of my favourites, and it's not really a queen who I'm like, oh my god, I've got to have Miss Cracker back. But that's just my personal opinion. I feel like she's probably definitely going to come back, and she's been rumoured, and now with the cancellation of the dates, it's like, yeah. So at this point I feel like Miss Cracker is pretty much guaranteed to be back, and obviously we need some sort of season 10 representation, and aside from Blair St. Clair, I feel like Miss Cracker would be the other season 10 queen. Speaking of season 10 queens as well, it's kind of a little rumour that Cameron Michaels or Asia O'Hara might both be there, but they're kind of still touring with Work the World, and as much as it was like, oh, she could come back for All Stars 4, it was so soon after season 10, it seemed like potential that they could come back for season All Stars 5, but I don't know, like, they obviously were top 3, top 4, and I would love to see them both back, especially Cameron Michaels, who I love, like, seriously. And when I was at her tour, she actually joked, being like, I'm so glad I'm not on All Stars 4 right now, but All Stars 5, however, But that's just something that they say, and I feel like it could literally go either way. She's either going to be there or she's not, and they're going to go in a different direction with someone like Blair or Miss Cracker, and maybe she'll be there for All Stars 6, I don't know. So I'm not really getting my hopes up for Cameron Michaels, but I will be living if she is there. Moving backwards to season 8, we have rumours that Derrick Berry might be back, and I feel like that's possible, to be fair. Like, obviously rumours sort of Kimchi, Naomi Smalls last time, and obviously All Stars 3 we had Thorgy and Chi Chi DeVayne. And I kind of feel like Derrick Berry did quite well in the season, as in she got quite far, but she still had a lot of growth to do. I mean, she was finally drawn on her eyebrows towards the end, but I feel like she's still such a name in the community, and we all know who she is, and as much as she doesn't know about Stonewall. So I feel like rumours are kind of flying about that Derrick Berry might be back, and it's a potential. She's not necessarily like, oh my god, I've got to have Derrick Berry back, but we shall see. Skipping past season 7 and going on to season 6, we have rumours that Darian Lake might be back. I don't really know where this rumour came from or anything, I've just sort of heard it, so I feel like it's sort of in the back of my mind like, okay, Darian Lake could come back. Interesting, she was top 4, so, and it's been quite a while, and they need a season 6 representative, seriously, every single time, because obviously Adore season 2, and then Gia Gunn was on All Stars 4, and Milk and Ben de la Creme All Stars 3, so they've got to have a season 6 queen, and it could be Darian Lake. Next rumour comes from season 4's Jiggly Caliente. May I call you Jiggly? Well, I don't know. Basically, people are rumoured and being like, oh my god, like I want Jiggly and she should be back for All Stars, da 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 da. And then she herself has confirmed that she isn't. She's like, right, I'm not back for All Stars, guys, I'm not doing it. But we've seen that in the past where the queens have denied doing it because they can't say they're doing it, basically. I mean, they can be like, oh, I would be up for it, I would be open to doing it in a few years' time or something. Not a straight out no. Gia Gunn said she wasn't on All Stars 4. And then, hello, hi Gia, All Stars 4. Jiggly Caliente says she's not on All Stars 5. I don't think she is, but there's still that little potential that she could be, even though she's denied it. Moving back to season 3, Mariah Paris Balenciaga is everywhere. She is incredible. She is turning looks. She is always on the finale doing Q&As. She's on Pandora Boxx's YouTube series. Wait, what? And she's been on The Pit Stop, all that sort of thing. Seriously, she's just around a lot, working with World of Wonder, all that sort of stuff. And I feel like, yeah, like it's probably time for a season 3 queen to come back who isn't Manila, obviously. But Mariah is one of them queens who went sort of mid-season, who could come back and absolutely slay the game and turn some incredible looks. I feel like it's quite likely that Mariah will come back, because I actually thought she'd be back for All Stars 4, to be fair. I feel like it's probably time Mariah will be back for All Stars 5. And aside from the rumours that obviously Pandora and Nicole Paige Brooks on the finale main stage, I haven't really heard many rumours from season 2. So obviously going back to season 1 with Angina, rumour has it, Adele, everything, seriously, she is just always rumoured to be on All Stars and she hasn't been. Can we just have her, please? So I feel like she was on the main stage of the finale and she's always rumoured, so hello. And third, I want her, so basically I feel like it's definitely Angina's time to be back for All Stars 5. And of course, finally for season 11, obviously we've just had that. It's always the same when we've just had a season. Obviously season 9 went in All Stars 3 and we had Aja and everyone was like, why is Aja there? And I was like, live in, hello, goodbye and thank you. And All Stars 4 we just had season 10 and we had Monique and Monet, and that was like a really good pairing for them, but it was almost like just at a push to have 2 from the season that we've just had. So I don't feel like we're going to get many or any queens from season 11. Basically the most rumoured queen is Scarlet Envy, and I kind of get it because it's like, oh my god, she was robbed, she needs to come back, and she's mid-season when she went, she's not top 4, and we all know that the top 4 sort of do work the world, that kind of thing, so they're kind of already busy with their schedules to do an All-Star season, whereas Scarlet Envy could come back straight away. Other rumour for season 11 is Nina West, because obviously Miss Congeniality, she's incredible, everyone loves her, and I feel like she will be back for an All-Star season, but probably All-Star 6, I feel like she's probably going to be like busy and she's got her name out there, whereas Scarlet Envy, I feel like I can only see Scarlet Envy come back for All Stars 5 out of any of the season 11 queens. So the next section of this video is based on All-Star queens who've already done All-Stars and then came back, and this is a new trend. So obviously each year we kind of have like the gag moments. So All Stars 3 we had a winner, Bibi Zahara Benet, came back, which is a cool twist, and obviously season 1 it was so long ago, so it's understandable. All Stars 4 we had La Trilla came back, and that was heavily rumoured, so I'm like so happy it happened, and obviously well, what happened, but So I got to have Manila back and we got to have Latrice back, who were both on All Stars 1, which is incredible to actually have like a double All-Star, as Manila said, so that's like potentially a new pattern that could happen going forward. So if we look at the actual cast of All Stars 1, Mimi Imfurst and Pandora Boxx went first, and I don't really see Mimi coming back again, but with the rumours of Pandora and she was on the finale stage for season 11, I feel like Pandora Boxx could come back again. Next was Nina Flowers and Tammy Brown, and I don't see either of them coming back. Nina Flowers is an incredible queen and could, should and would come back for an All-Star season. It would be a gag if she came back for All-Stars 5 with Ongina. Interesting, but I don't see it happening. But same with Tammy Brown. No. And then obviously we had Latrella, which they've come back for All-Stars 4. And then Yara Sofia and Alexis Mateo. Bam! I would love to see them both back as Jaralexis. I don't see them both coming back together though at this point because of the rumours of Alexis Mateo. I would live for Alexis Mateo to come back, but I don't see Yara Sofia coming back. Next up, Rujubee, Raven and Jujubee, and Raven almost got the crown twice, and I still feel like Chad Michaels totally deserved it, so it's all cool. But I do feel like she probably won't come back. She's so busy. She's doing all the things with Ru and fashion photo review and all that sort of stuff. So she's busy. She's good. She doesn't need to come back for All Stars. Except for when she was in the audience of All Stars 4, but that's a different story. So Jujubee is the next All-Star queen who has been heavily rumoured to come back in the sort of Manila, BB, Zahara Benet kind of vein, and I really would love that, seriously. Jujubee to come back and have like a redemption again, seriously. Like she basically came third both seasons she was on, and I could see her in the top 4. And of course we have Chad Michaels and Chanel, and Chad already won All Stars. I don't see Chanel coming back either, so I feel like if anyone from All Stars 1 is going to come back, it's definitely Jujubee, and it could be Pandora Boxx or Alexis Mateo, and I do feel like they're going to do 2 like they did with Latrella, so definitely Jujubee, and I would prefer Alexis Mateo, but it could be Pandora Boxx. Moving on to the final section of this video, which is basically who I want on an All-Star season and who I want and think is likely to be, because I'm being realistic here, like I want for All-Stars 5, like I want Plastic Tiara back, but that's probably All-Stars 6, All-Stars 7, you know what I mean, that kind of thing. So I feel like basically the queens who I want are like realistic ambitions for All-Stars 5. We'll start from season 11, and yeah, I would love to see Plastique back, but I don't see it happening. Nina West eventually. Even Miss Vanjie, like hello, she's definitely going to be back again, but I think like All-Stars 7 or something like that, when we've had time to get over the Miss Vanjie craze and then it dies down, then it has a resurgence. So I feel like she will not be back for All Stars 5, definitely not. But I would like to see her. Another queen who I'd like to see is Ariel Versace. Meow. But I don't see it happening. I feel like they are literally going to just choose Scarlet Envy out of any of the season 11 queens, and I would like to see Scarlet back because I'm obsessed, like seriously. So I want Scarlet back, and I feel like she's the most likely. Season 10 queens, I do want to see a lot of them back, but we can't have... I've seen some of the rumour cast prediction videos of like 5 season 10 queens. It's not gonna happen. Seriously, we need some of the older queens to shine, and yeah, seriously, I was really happy with Monet and Monique last time, but I would be totally satisfied if Blair St. Clair came back because I need her back, seriously. I would love to see Mayhem Miller back, and I would also die and live for Cameron Michaels to come back, but also Asia O'Hara and Eureka. I see Eureka coming back in a sort of similar way to Shangela and also Miss Vanjie. It'll be a while first because she's just been on 2 consecutive seasons. So it'll be a little while, but I do see them coming back. But I would love Cameron Michaels, and I would love, love, love Blair St. Clair, and I definitely see it happening for Blair St. Clair. Season 9 queens, bring them all back. Like, if you want to know who I want from season 9, it's all of them. Valentina again, Aja again, seriously, just do it. But yeah, obviously I want Shake a Leg, Shake a Leg because she is gonna slay the game, and I live and love her so much, and she's an incredible performer, seriously. So I can't wait to get more of the incredibleness that Shay can bring. Seriously, she's already top 4 material for All Stars. I would also really like to see Nina Bonina Brown because I just live for her. She's hilarious. I watch her YouTube channel, seriously, all the live reactions, and she's keep confirming, well denying, saying that she's not doing All Stars. She doesn't want to do All Stars just because Shea Coulee is going to be there, which I totally understand, seriously. Originally I was like, oh my god, get Shea and Nina back for an All Star season, it'll be so much tea, whatever. But they are people with feelings, and Nina doesn't need to be there as Shea's side piece or like side story, really. I feel like Nina could come back for like, say, All Stars 6 in her own right. Maybe don't have them come back for the same All Stars season because she needs to shine. And she was like, turn and looks an incredible and performance on her lip syncs. And because she does the whole, like, the lion face and the peach and the mouse, like, they create all the sort of artistic stuff. I live for all of that, and I don't feel like we got to see enough of that on season 9, because she kind of, her sort of light was a bit dim towards the end. She was just feeling a bit down and whatever. So I feel like she needs a resurgence and an All-Stars season, but probably not All-Stars 5. I'd also love to see Peppermint back, because I live for Peppermint, and she came second on season 9, so I see it happening eventually, but still not season 5. She hasn't really been rumoured much for that, so it would be really cool to see her back, and I would live and I'd be like, ah, Peppermint, oh my god! But with the sort of a lack of rumours, she's only really on this list because it's who I want back, but I don't see it happening. The only queen from season 8 that I want back is Kim Chi. Period. I don't even know if that's happening or what, but I want her back. Season 7, I would love to see Pearl back, but we already know Scratch, not gonna happen. I literally see us having 0 season 7 queens this year. I mean, we had Jasmine Masters, previous we had Kennedy Davenport and Trixie Mattel. I just don't see it happening. Seriously, if anything, Miss Fame is looking fierceness and incredibleness, so I don't feel like she even needs to come back for an All-Stars, but if anything, Miss Fame. Similar to season 9, I just want all the queens back for season 6. Seriously, I want Adore to come back again. And obviously there's rumours of Darian Lake. That would be cute. But I would love to see Courtney Act back, and I don't see it happening. She won Big Brother, she's got talk shows, everything. She's got so much going on for her and being on dance shows. I just don't see her coming back for All-Stars. The main queen who I want for All-Stars from season 6 is Laganja Estranja. Yes, God! Oh, clue. And it's like, I really thought she'd be back for All-Stars 3, All-Stars 4. It's still not happened. I really thought, if anything, she would be on with Gia Gunn, because they are such good friends, but never mind. Not necessarily, you know, necessary for them to be friends to come back, but I do feel like it's time for Laganja to come back and bring her incredibleness. Seriously, like, if we don't have Darian Lake as the season 6 queen, it needs to be Laganja Estranja, and that is who I want. The only queen from season 5, same again, is Ivy Winters, and she was on my prediction for All-Stars 4 and it didn't happen. Like, she is the only Miss Congeniality to not come back so far, aside from obviously, well, season 11 basically, because even Monet Exchange from season 10 came back, obviously aside from Cynthia Lee Fontaine on season 8, but she came back for season 9, so it's like literally Ivy Winters is one of the only Miss Congenialities not to come back for an All-Stars, and she is basically one of the only ones I actually want to see on season 5, because they had All-Stars 2 season 5 the remix, and anyone previous to Ivy Winters who went home, apart from maybe J. Jolie, I'm like, I don't really have any interest in seeing them on All-Stars, to be fair. Season 4, which I love and live, obviously we've discussed Jiggly Caliente, but Dita Ritz is cool, but I don't see her coming back. And Willem, she's always on my prediction. I want Willem back. Willem. And it's not gonna happen. Seriously, snap out of it. I want Willem back. Yeah. So, Willem could come back. No, Willem's not coming back, but I want, this is my want list. I want Willem back for All-Stars 5. But it's not going to happen, so. Season 3 is also one of my absolute favourites, and we've discussed Mariah. I feel like I could want her back, and if anything, Stacey Lane, but she came back for like an extra character in All-Stars 4, so I don't really see anyone season 3 aside from Mariah, and I don't really want anyone else to come back aside from maybe Shangela again. Lol, JK. So for season 2, there's not really many queens that haven't come back at this point, and in terms of who I want, there's not really anyone. Like, it would be cool to see Nicole Paige Brooks, but I don't necessarily want or need her to come back so desperately. But I would like if Pandora Boxx was there. Season 1, you already know, I only want Ongina back. Can we just have her, please? I want Ongina back, please. So based on everything we've just discussed and all the rumours and all the queens who I actually want to come back, my All-Stars 5 cast prediction is Shake a Leg, Shake Hule, Miss Cracker, Blair St. Clair, Jujubee, Alexis Mateo, Kim Chi, Ongina, Derrick Berry, Mariah Balenciaga, and Laganja Estranja, but potentially for Darian Lake to replace Laganja. But I feel like I would rather Laganja came back and she's more of a memorable queen. So that is my top 10 likely queens based on everything, and I already feel like Shea Coulee is top 4 and she's gonna win. Seriously though, out of that list, if I was to pick a top 4, and we all know that my top 4 prediction from All Stars 4 did not work. Valentina, Manila, Latrice. Anyway, but if I was to pick a top 4, definitely Shea Coulee. I could see Jujubee in there, Blair St. Clair potentially, but if not Miss Cracker, I could see Miss Cracker in the top 4 to be fair. And maybe Alexis Mateo or Ongina. Oh my god, I can't even decide. That's basically top 6 that I said. So definitely Shea, definitely Jujubee, definitely Ongina, and probably Alexis Mateo or Miss Cracker. So for the final part of this video, I just need to really quickly talk about the structure of All Stars and how it works and the dynamic of it, because something needs to change, seriously. Obviously, we have All Stars 2, 3 and 4 with the same structure, and it worked so well with All Stars 2. It was a bit All Stars 3, but that was only because of the vote at the end, so it kind of was still good and gags and everything. But All Stars 4, I'm over the rigor mortis, seriously. I don't feel like they're going to change the dynamic for All Stars 5 because it's so close to All Stars 4. Like, they'd already decided to do an All Stars 5 season before All Stars 4 aired, so it was like, okay, people are hating this, kicking off, it's not good what happened, whatever, but we're just going to do All Stars 5 and reevaluate afterwards. I feel like it's been sort of discussed and rumoured in a way that they need to take a break from All Stars because it's like just every year now and people are getting a bit tired of it, and I can totally understand and agree with that. So do All Stars 5, get it out of the way, have the same rigor mortis system with the lipsticks and everything, and then go away for like 2 or 3 years and come back with a brand new format for All Stars. Seriously, guys, this is what needs to happen. But I don't see it happening for All Stars 5 because, like I say, they've already planned for it. So they need more time to kind of be like, right, let's go away, rethink the whole thing. I don't even know what sort of thing they could do to change it, but it can't be teams like All Stars 1, but I feel like they need to do something different to what it's currently at, because it takes the power out of Ru's hands. The judges, even All Stars 3 took the top 4 out of Ru's hands. Why? What are you doing? Like, letting a jury of the queens choose the top 2 based on friendships and who deserves it more, not on how they did on the show performance wise, because obviously Ben de la Creme sent herself home, but we all know that Shangela had worked the hardest after Ben de la Creme and deserved that top 2. So Ru needs to take back the control in a way to sort of make it more fair. So that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up. If you did, let me know in the comments below everything that we've discussed. I need to know your guys' All Stars 5 cast predictions, who you want to come back, who you think is going to be top 4, who you think will win, any more rumours that I need to know about because I need to know who's potentially going to be there, all that sort of jazz. And the dynamic and structure of All Stars. What do you guys think, seriously? Because we all know it's going to change at some point. Well, it should. It better change. But it's not going to change for All Stars 5, so we shall see regarding that. So I'm currently in Scotland when I've uploaded this, so I hope you guys all stay tuned for more videos to come, because I will be doing Scotland vlogs when I get back, and then obviously Drag Race UK will be starting, so I'm excited for that. So thank you for watching. I will see you very soon. Bye guys!
Evie Oddly!